McKinsey Solve game just changed again. If you're applying to McKinsey in 2025, you've probably heard the whispers about a new mini game called Seawolf. But what's the deal with it? What does it test? And how does it compare to the older versions? Seawolf is McKinsey's latest game rolled out in 2024. And while the name sounds pretty cool, it's not just some random sea animal they came up with to confuse you. It's a full-on simulation where you're tasked with cleaning up ocean pollution. And guess what? You're doing it with bacteria. Yep, bacteria. Your job is to figure out which microbes will clean up the mess at 3 different ocean sites. And let me tell you, it's a lot trickier than it sounds. This game was previously known as the Ocean Cleanup Game. So if you've seen that name floating around, you're on the right track. In this video, we're going to walk you through exactly what Seawolf is, how it works, what McKinsey is really testing, and most importantly, how to crush it with pro tips. And if you're also worried about the ecosystem building or red rock study games, don't worry. We've already got those covered with detailed videos on both, and we'll drop those in the links below. So first things first, let's take a step back. What does McKinsey's Solve game look like now? In 2025, McKinsey Solve assessments include 3 mini games, not just 2 like it used to. That means the total time for each of these assessments is now 110 minutes. That's about 35 minutes per game, but honestly, it could be shorter or longer depending on how quickly you move through them. The 3 games are Ecosystem Building, the Red Rock Study, and Seawolf, the new edition we're focusing on today. If you want more information on Ecosystem or Red Rock, we've already broken down those in other videos. Links in the description below. All right, now let's move into Seawolf. This game is all about cleaning up the ocean using bacteria, but not just any bacteria, specific microbes that will be the most effective for each cleanup site. And you've got 3 different sites to tackle. Each site comes with its own challenges and specific characteristics, so no 2 are the same. You'll be given a sticky note for each site that stays on your screen while you play. The sticky note shows you the attributes and traits of the microbes that would be best suited to clean up the site. These attributes include things like permeability, mobility, and energy, all rated on a scale of 1 to 10. Then there are traits like aerobic, heat resistant, and phosphorus removal. Let's break it down. Step 1. You'll choose 2 characteristics that you want for the treatment based on the site's information. You can pick 1 attribute like permeability or mobility and 1 trait like aerobic or heat resistant. This choice is crucial because it sets the foundation for which microbes are going to work best at the site. You'll choose characteristics that make the most sense based on the specific conditions at that site. Now it's time to categorize the microbes. You'll get 10 different microbes to choose from, and you need to assign them to site 1, site 2, or return if they don't work for that site. This step is all about sorting through the microbes to find the best match for each site's needs. Step 3. Once you've categorized your microbes, it's time to move to the prospect pool. Here, you'll see 6 pre-loaded microbes, and you'll need to pick 4 more. The microbes will be shown to you in 4 rounds of 3. And you'll choose 1 in each round. Once you have your final 10, you'll select the top 3 microbes that will form your treatment for that site. Then you repeat the same process for the other 2 sites. So, how can you approach this to pass the game successfully? Let's dive into some pro tips that will help you make smarter decisions and save time while playing the Seawolf game. Pro tip number 1, use Excel or Google Sheets to stay organized. The game throws a lot of data your way, and without a system, things can quickly get messy. By creating a spreadsheet, you can track each microbe's characteristics and how they match with the site's attributes. Organizing the microbes this way helps you see the best candidates at a glance and speeds up your decision making. For example, in Excel or Google Sheets, you could create columns for each characteristic like permeability, energy, etc., and the microbe's corresponding scores. This will make comparing them much easier. Pro tip number 2, speed up calculations with Excel or Google Sheets. There's math involved in comparing microbes to site requirements, and it can get tedious if you're doing it all manually. You can use formulas to filter or calculate which microbes fit the best, so you're not spending unnecessary time doing mental math. If a site requires a microbe with energy levels between 6 and 8, you can filter or set up conditional formatting in a spreadsheet to quickly identify which microbes fit that requires. Okay, bottom line, Excel or Google Sheets are great tools. However, don't overdo it. If you're not familiar with Excel or Google Sheets, it might slow you down more than it helps. Use them only if you're comfortable and can do so efficiently without getting bogged down by the details. If you're not super familiar with them yet, practicing beforehand can make all the difference. This way, you'll be ready to hit the ground running. Pro tip number 3, stay on top of your time. With 35 minutes per game, time management is crucial. You don't want to get bogged down in one step for too long. You can set up a timer in your Excel or Google Sheets, or simply keep an eye on the clock to stay on track. For instance, allocate 10 minutes for sorting your microbes and another 10 minutes for refining your final picks. This helps you stay disciplined and make decisions quickly. Pro tip number 4, balance your choices. McKinsey isn't just testing your technical knowledge. They want to see how you make decisions based on trade-offs. It's not about picking the perfect microbes for every site, but about picking the most suitable ones based on the available information. So don't overthink it. Choose a well-rounded solution that balances the site's specific needs. For example, if the site needs heat-resistant microbes, also consider their mobility or energy levels, not just their resistance. Pro tip number 5, look for patterns. As you analyze the microbes and their characteristics, start identifying patterns. For instance, you'll notice that aerobic microbes might often perform better in certain sites with high energy needs. Recognizing these patterns as you move through the game will allow you to make quicker, smarter decisions. Pro tip number 6, don't overthink it. Here's the thing. While McKinsey is testing how you handle pressure and make decisions fast, they're also not out to make you sweat too much. A lot of people actually find this game fun because it's a puzzle. You're just figuring out which microbes work best, and you get to make decisions on the fly. But even though it's fun, McKinsey is still looking to see how you can prioritize and manage your time. So don't get stuck in one part of the process. Make quick, solid decisions and move on. Perfection isn't the goal. It's about showing that you can handle the challenges and make smart choices under pressure. As you move through the game, remember McKinsey is watching how you prioritize, adapt, and stay cool. So stay organized, keep it light, and you'll do great. And that's the full breakdown of McKinsey Solves Seawolf game. Now that you know the steps and pro tips, you're more than ready to tackle it. I'm curious, will you be going through an online assessment soon? If you comment below the firm and the test that you will take, I will share with you some useful resources to pass it. For example, you can put McKinsey Solve game if that is your upcoming assessment. And so if you are serious about becoming a consultant at McKinsey or another firm, I would love to help you. My team and I are former consulting recruiters and interviewers who help applicants land interviews, prepare for any assessments like the McKinsey Solve game, and pass the interviews so they land their consulting offer. To date, we have a 90% success rate. That means 9 out of 10 applicants who work with us land at least one offer, and we've helped over 800 people already land a job in consulting. Click on the link below to book a call with my team to find out more. Booking this call could put you one step closer to landing your offer at McKinsey and other management consulting firms. But you don't have to take my word for it. Hear it from Town. Town got into McKinsey despite having no business background. I'll link to her videos somewhere around me. Okay, that's it for now. I'll see you in the next video.